Hi, my name is Olivia and I would like to welcome you all today to discuss human trafficking. I've done a lot of research about it and now we can find out ways to prevent it and ways to lower the numbers overall. Barbara May was a normal 12-year-old girl. She was playing with her Barbies and hanging out with her friends until one day she was sexually abused by a family member. This resulted in her moving away from her home in Virginia and going to Washington, D.C. She was alone, hungry, and an easy target for traffickers on the street. When she was picked up by a couple, they ended up taking her in and they used her. Once they were done with her, they sold her to another man who ended up taking her to New York, where she was trafficked more. She stated in the Richmond Justice Initiative, "During my time on the streets of New York, I was abused, shot, stabbed, raped, kidnapped, trafficked, beaten, addicted to drugs, jailed, and more, all before I was 18 years of age." How many of you know the name of Kim Kardashian's child? How many of you know the name of the latest victim to human trafficking? It's okay. Most people don't know the answer to that question. The reason is because media does not expose it. They don't tell us anything about this world. Virginia Coalition Against Human Trafficking is a site on Facebook. They have 523 followers. Kim Kardashian, on the other hand, has 18,443,567 followers. So what's your point? As you can see, the media has high impact on our awareness. If we were to know about human trafficking in the media instead of what Kim Kardashian's child would be, then we would know the answer to who the latest victim is. It puts more pressure on traffickers. Nobody likes to get caught and nobody likes to be exposed. If we knew what we were looking for, then we would be able to help more people. It decreases the numbers overall. And the media delivers what gives higher ratings. So therefore we need to start telling our media, our local, Good Morning America, whoever you watch every single morning, report to them, this is what is happening, this is what I want to know about. Once they see the high numbers coming in, they're going to release more information about it. A step forward with recent activity, U.S. Department of Homeland Security made 7 arrests in 8 days. Texas, Georgia, New York, and Massachusetts. On Super Bowl Sunday, they arrested 45 pimps and rescued 16 juveniles. That's good, right? 52 people arrested. Is it really good though? The UN Crime Fighting Office announced that 2.4 million people across the globe are victims of human trafficking at any one time, and 80% of them are being exploited as sexual slaves. Those numbers don't look so good anymore. ICE is the task force that works nonstop to find victims and bring them home safely. So what's the problem? How come they're not finding more people, and how come they're not bringing people home safely? They don't have enough people on their force versus the victims that are involved. So what we need to do is get more people to go onto the force and go undercover. There's good and bad to everything. The bad for going into undercover work is the initiation process. There's no telling what you have to do to actually be a part of that world, and it could be a very unethical decision that you would have to make. You could have people trading sides. Money speaks a lot. If you get caught, then they could say, you stay with the force, and you can also make money and give us inside information from that side. And death. You could get caught and they could kill you. And that's a very real possibility as well. The good, however, outweighs the bad when you're saving millions of lives every day. There's children, women, and men involved in this. You bring the families back together. Some families think that they have lost children and relatives to this crime, but they're still out there. And if we can find them, then imagine the joyous occasion that could occur. And we can get closer to the top for a shutdown. The closer that we get to the top of the pyramid, the more we can eliminate the issue altogether. So what do traffickers look for? these are some of the things they look for. By race, you can see that it's majority for Black, then white, Hispanic, Asian, and then labor trafficking victims by race is Hispanic, other, Asian. What that really tells us is race doesn't matter. It doesn't play a factor. But what does play a factor is 68% more females are taken than males. You can make a difference. We've talked about prevention. We've talked about what we're going to do after prevention doesn't work. And it's you. You have to talk with everybody. You have to tell your friends, your neighbors, your relatives, parents at your kids' school. Let them know. Start a nonprofit organization. This organization can create funds to where you can help out families that are in need. You can send money to ICE, or you can expand your own organization to bring more awareness. And stay informed. Knowledge is power, and this is the most important factor. If you don't know what's going on with the laws and the organizations that are out there, then you're useless to them. All in all, we need to contact the media. We need to get more people on ICE, and we need you to speak up. So what do you plan to do now? When you leave here today, I need you to go home. I need you to tell your friends and your family what you've learned here. I need you to embrace your children and let them know what's going on if they're old enough, so they can be aware of this crime that can happen so close to home. Stop thinking that it couldn't happen to you, because Barbara and May was in Richmond, Virginia, in our own state. Thank you for your time, for coming today. I really do appreciate everything that y'all have taken into consideration, and I'm happy that we could discuss human trafficking on a more serious level. Thank you.